sometimes listen to your music when I'm cooking. I am a kitchen dancer, and so
The flavor.
yeah. I have to say that my first one, or your first one, the first song on your first Wavy World mix is probably my absolute most favorite of them all.
Judo.
They're all really good, but that one just really kicks it off. You know what I'm saying? Like that just sets the tone, and then like the wave, you just keep on riding it. And I mean,
Surfboard.
yeah. Surfboard.
What inspires the mixes?
Um, Shit. I just think a lot of people listen to trash.
That's true.
That's fair.
Oh
fair.
man, I'm super excited right now, Stella, because I finally have somebody to talk music with.
Yeah, he's your guy for sure.
I always want to talk music with Stella, and she has
I'm the worst.
the music catalog of like a 5-year-old. So, you know, I'm a music head, maybe not as much as you, Spec the Kid, but dude, I mean, I know a lot of music, man. And I mean, honestly, these days I barely listen too much because I'm on the same boat as you. I feel like a lot of it is trash these days. So I listened to the brand new Wavy World 12 and I'm already feeling the vibes. I got about like 20 minutes in so far. And I was feeling like, man, dude is inspired by like the ocean vibe. And that's why he calls it Wavy World. So I thought it was super funny that, you got that background right now. I'm like, it all makes sense.
I'll give you a serious answer. My dad DJ'd growing up. Like I just grew up in a really like musical household. My grandma used to have a bar in the basement with a pool table. My dad had a DJ set up back there. Mm-hmm. So every Saturday and Sunday morning it was like a party in my crib. It was like the center of the family house, and just having that DJ background and like a wide range of music in my childhood kind of just allowed me to just have more experience, I guess, with music. And as I've like got into music and started making music and doing shows or whatever, DJing was always something in the back of my head where it's like, dude, like I could curate like vibes. I used to have like people in high school like, yo, make me a tape. I'll buy it for $5. So that became like a hustle. Yeah. And I've always made like playlists and DJ mixes and shit like that. If I liked a girl, I would be like, yo, here go a vibe.
Oh, like, you were that guy, huh? Hey, bro. Man.
All of us know how to win, man. You know what I mean?
You gotta drop a bomb for that right there.
But, yeah, that's always been my thing, is just like listening to good music, introducing people into good music, giving people like something to, I guess, correlate with their day, something that help them be inspired, or something to help change their mood, just like real atmospheric music. So, to tie in with the water, like that's 70% of our body, that's 70% of the world. It's kind of a wavy world, you know what I mean? That's kind of like the glue of that. And I just like wavy music that just makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you feel like you're always going to be involved with music? Like it's always going to be a part of your life in some sort of way, because you were an artist at one point too. Ain't that right?
I am an artist, but
still. Okay.
I actually used to teach music in high school as well. So yeah, and I do mentorship for that now. That's like a side thing that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, definitely. I think music is something that we can all teach through. It's a very great teaching tool. It's like one of the first teaching tools that we use when we teach babies songs, rock kids to sleep.
That's
teach
true.
Kids ABCs.
Clean up.
You know what I mean? So, everything comes with like a melody or a rhythm. Our voices are melodic. So, we're musical by nature.
Do you have a Baby Shark mix? Oh, you do? Oh shit, we gotta drop a bomb for that right there, right quick. I'm gonna have to get that.
Listen, I hate that fucking song. Right?
Don't fucking hate on Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. I might listen to a Spec version of it, and that might be the only version I would vibe with. But I fucking hate that song. So.
I can't hear you.
Pretty ass.
I can't hear your voice the same anymore, Estela, because now that I've heard the Wavy mix, all I hear is you are now listening to Spec the Kid. That's all I hear now when I hear your voice. Ain't that you?
One of them is, yeah.
Yep. I was like, yo, I need your voice.
And
No,
I was
that's
like,
clever.
why? It's horrible.
You got that Daria voice.
And then he plays it and he puts it in the shit. And I actually listen to your mixes, so I hear myself and I'm like, oh my God. I told him I'll never get used to it.
Stella,
You know what's funny? One of my friends thinks that it's a porn voice. She's like, yo, that sounds like such a porn voice. I'm like, chill.
For a good time, Paul. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll never get used to that shit.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask.
So delay laugh track.
Yeah. Stella, if Spec wrote you some bars, would you spit the bars on a track for him? Would you be down with that?
I would try, but like I said, my voice is horrible. Like, I don't know. I would need direction as if I was in preschool being taught how to do like anything. Honestly, that's that kind of step by step. I need the algebraic direction.
Do it like Easy E. We got to do it like how they recorded Easy E. It was like one line, then the next line.
Yeah, that's what I would need. And then I trust you, Wizard, to put it all together to make it actually sound like it wasn't horrible for me.
Hey, Spec, what do you like to use? Do you like to use Logic, Pro Tools, or is that giving too much information out to the people?
You can ask anything. I use Reason 11 right now, so the sweet version, and I do have Logic. I record like my own like personal reference songs in Logic. I use Pro Tools here for more engaged sessions, and then I use DJ Pro for my mixes.
Nice. That's very nice. And
I don't know what any of those are, but
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, Estela's like, okay.
I've heard of Pro Tools, I think. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that one, but
I'm gonna let them.
They're all things they're all things that work like when you turn them on and then like
there's buttons. Yeah. Cool.
So they're all good.
Fancy stuff on the screen. Awesome. Got it.
Dude, so you make beats as well, huh?
I produce.
Excuse me. Yes. Gosh, I just said like I just basically like offended a producer. No, when you ask a producer, hey, do you make beats? Like, no, I produce.
I mean, at one point I made beats because it was just making beats, and I didn't know how to produce. I didn't know how to, as a producer, arrange and structure music for an artist other than myself. And I think because I was so musical, it was a little bit easier as I kind of, started making more beats, but I don't take offense to that kind of shit, man. Like that's all good, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. So some people do, but I was just talking with somebody earlier. Man, I gotta have the laugh track ready, man. Yeah, man, because I was talking with somebody today, and
your internet wasn't tripping.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, everybody, if it's like glitchy right now, but it's just what we're dealing with right now. My Wi-Fi. I don't know how many times I gotta talk crap about Cox, but Cox, come on, man, you're blowing it, Cox. I have a hit podcast show. Come on, man, you got to get with it. But I was talking with somebody. No, they hear me. Anyways, I was talking with somebody earlier today. Could you hear me, Spec? I'm like all nervous now. I'm like, fuck, man, nobody can hear me. All right, so I was talking with somebody earlier today, and I was telling them, like, as an artist, because I don't know, you probably don't know this, but I at one point was an artist myself, and I recorded music and put out all the mixtapes, albums, what have you. And now that I'm doing podcasting, like, it's such a different form of creativity. Like, it's like a free form creative session, right? And we just talk and we just pretty much have a good time, and it's like really chill. Like, it's like you're just chilling, and like you put it out, people consume it however they consume it. They watch it on YouTube, they listen to it on whatever audio platform they're listening to, and it is what it is. Like, if somebody told me, oh man, I don't like your podcast, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But like, as an artist, if somebody told me I don't like your song, I'm like butthurt, like it's such a, like, as an artist, like, you're way more sensitive about what you're curating and what you're making and what you're putting your effort into. Can you relate to that at all, Spec? Did I cut out at all? Did you
No,
hear me?
no, you're good. You just went through like the Matrix glitch.
You got to start doing this when
Yeah.
that happens.
Start dodging the bullets.
Yeah.
Do you feel what I'm saying though, man? Like,
I hear you. To answer that, I mean, I think every artist has gone through growing pains. That's like natural shit. It's normal shit. Like, you know, first time you try to holler at a girl, you probably got curved. You feel me? So it's like the same shit with music. Like, first rhymes you spit was probably ass. So, you know, and I remember some of my first lyrics and they were terrible. So, you know, like when I think back, it's just like all in fun. And to fast forward, I feel now that I am kind of creatively accelerated and I do have a talent and I know how to hone into it, that I can go back and listen to my stuff and be like, damn, like I grew, but fuck, this shit was trash, bro. Like this shit that I used to think was dope was fucking whack. And I was just doing that yesterday. Like I actually like was sitting and playing like some of my old beats from 2002, 2003, some of the stuff when I was in college. Like, yo, this shit was kind of weak, bro. Like, I was kind of gassing myself with this weak shit, like, you know. And I just think being able to reflect on your art just gives you the passion to be honest with it. I think if you're really like a musician or an artist with anything, like with you guys with your podcast, I'm pretty sure you go back to some of the ones in the infancy of it and they're like, yo, we're kind of fucking, you know, stumbling. This is kind of
for sure.
You know what I mean? And now like you guys got a mood.
No, not once.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's so fun, man. Like just growing in whatever your creative art is. So I 100% feel that because I know for sure if me and Stella went back to episode 1, we'd be like, damn, we were trash on episode 1.
First of all, I feel like episode 1 was actually pretty decent.
Okay. Maybe 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Episode
but the
1
rest,
was kind of cool.
gold. No, I'm just kidding.
I think what I didn't like the most about that is
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good first episode.
I think what I didn't like.
Yeah, you guys like. I mean, like I said, I watched all of them, and not to cut you off, Jay, but I watched all of them, and you guys have a good dynamic. I think honestly, like it's learning how to be on camera and interact in different spaces. And then with this COVID shit, this is some unexpected fucking wild fucking West, like Halley's Comet bullshit. Like we just got hit with Halley's Comet, like honestly, like, you know, so we really are like in a different time and having to relearn how to interact in a fucking different kind of medium is like a whole new thing, dude. Like, so you guys, you know, you guys did your thing. You guys are doing your thing. We here, you know, we vibing, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely vibing right now. What you sipping on over there, bro?
Oh man, you know, I do good things. There's some Centauri right here.
Hey,
okay.
My brother got some of that for Christmas.
That's what I'm working with tonight.
Okay. We going back.
Yeah.
E40 right now.
Yeah, Crown Royal. E40 was on that Crown Royal. Man, you know, E40's got some good stuff.
That's what I call
Yeah,
his wine is.
Oh yeah, standing. I like. You know, I like the Slurricane. I don't know if you've ever had that, but yeah, man. You know, I'm from that area out there, and so I'm very, you know, well versed on the Bay Area rap scene and whatnot. I love it, man.
I went on a vineyard tour to his vineyard and fucking got super drunk. And
oh shit!
Wine fucks you up. People really underestimate wine.
It was lit. He was super cool. We ate like these crazy big ass steaks and all these good veggies and shit. It was like,
oh, he was there?
Yeah, he was there.
That's
this
dope.
Like when his vineyard just opened. Like this was like really early on.
Where is it? Is it in like Napa? I've never even. I didn't know his vineyard was like a public.
The very first one that we went to was in Gilroy. So he had that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think they moved up to Napa after, or moved to Napa Valley.
A random fact about Gilroy. Stella, you might be into this.
Never even heard of a motherfucking Gilroy.
Okay,
Mad onions.
No, garlic, mad garlic. They have the garlic festival out there. But the fact that I wanted to drop is that is the only city that has garlic fries at McDonald's because they're so well known for their garlic. Yep.
Well,
random fact.
I don't eat McDonald's, but
you know, McDonald's is probably a lot healthier than people think. Everybody watches those.
I cannot agree that.
Come on, Spec. Hear me out, Spec.
Hell nah.
Look, people are, they get creeped out about the McDonald's, right? Because it doesn't go bad, right? Like you can leave a burger out for a month and it'll look the same from day one. How's that a bad thing? How's that a bad thing?
Because it doesn't fucking real food molds and, decays and decomposes like people, right? Except for Cher, she's somehow still very well put together, but she's got that embalming fluid.
I want a hall pass for Cher.
I actually just saw like a post on somebody's Facebook that they have like a McDonald's cheeseburger and fries that are still there like 20 years later. That's disgusting. I have not eaten that shit in forever.
Yo, Jay. Any fucking burger that costs 29 cents to buy is fucking horrible, bro. And I was in 98, dude. So
they got real beef now, though.
I remember.
They got real beef now.
Nah,
we good.
How do you, bro?
If it's not $50 Wagyu beef on a fucking
my bad,
then we cool, bro.
My bad, Wavy world. My bad.
Yeah, you gotta eat good and take care of your body.
Man, no. That's facts. I mean, you definitely got to take care of the body. I mean, I'm somebody who, I care about that kind of stuff. I mean, probably not tonight because I got the Crown Royal and Bud Light popping right now, but I definitely want to, like start getting on more of a diet and whatnot and minusing out the man. I just can't help myself. Like I always tell everybody, like, man, I fucking love McDonald's. I gotta get it at least like twice a month, man. And yesterday, listen, hear me out. The McRib sandwich, fire.
That's not even ribs, bro. That's like something. But that's not ribs.
You don't think it's ribs?
That's the McFib, bro. That's the McFib. It's the McFib. It's lying to you, bro.
Fuck, man.
That shit is lying.
You got me.
You gotta quit McDonald's. That shit is gross. You know what's funny is after so long of not eating it, when you try to taste it again, like years later, it's disgusting. It's like, I can't believe I liked this shit. It's disgusting.
No, it's when you go vegan and try to go back from being vegan, which I did. That's when shit gets fucked up. I couldn't eat pork for like 6 months because I don't know.
I try not to eat pork. The only time I eat pork is I do eat bacon. I like bacon.
They said that's like the closest thing to human meat. I mean, I don't know who.
Yeah, why y'all on these rumors, man?
I'm ruining bacon for everybody.
Hey, I think like everything's nasty if you really think about it. As far as like veggies, fucking everything has something in it. So it's really just about finding the best thing possible to eat. And then beyond that, like there's the post therapy of cleaning your body out after you eat. Like I do a detox every night before I go to sleep. I have like a detox pill and I take one every night before I go to sleep because I know that I smoke a lot of weed and I fucking am on the go a lot. So with those two things, like it's like, yo, I have to counterbalance like the stuff that I'm taking to be able to maintain the type of lifestyle I have. And I love In-N-Out. I know Estela hates that shit.
You don't like In-N-Out, Stella?
I think it's overrated, like highly overrated.
I'm with you,
Like
Spec.
I've had In-N-Out maybe a handful of times in the last like 20 years.
Dude, let me tell you why you don't like In-N-Out, Stella, because you don't get a double with diced chilies, animal style, and animal style fries. That's where you go wrong. You don't get
I
right
prefer
things.
A chicken sandwich if I'm going to keep it 1,000. Now, I do fuck with In-N-Out fries, and I know most people don't. But they're real potatoes that I know of, right? Don't tell me any different. I don't want to hear it.
They're real.
But so I do fuck with their fries. Obviously, I've had a burger from there before. I just don't think it's like this. I saw this tweet and it couldn't have been more accurate. And you know this when you live out of the state of California is when you go anywhere, anybody who's been to California, the way that they'll try to connect with you is like, oh, In-N-Out, right? Right? Am I right? It's good, right? It's so bomb. It's this, that, and that.
Why you gotta make them sound like that though? You act like only white surfers go there.
Because there's a bunch of bros that do that shit. It's all bro
it's
shit.
Like I've lived in 4 states and I've been to like 20 something states, and that's literally the one thing that they're gonna try to like In and out, huh? You know what I mean? Like that's what they're trying to like connect with you with and like have something in common and like try to like stunt on the people around them who haven't been to California. And I just don't think it's that good.
Okay. Random question. And it's going to tie back into this conversation, but random question. When's the last time either of you been to Disneyland?
14 years.
2000.
Oh wait, no, that's like
2018.
Okay.
2014 for me, I do believe. No, 2013.
Okay. What's your favorite
Why
food?
you ask?
What's your favorite food there? That you can recall?
The shit that I sneak in.
Damn. Time out. Hold on. Yeah, Spec the Kid, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me ask you this. All right, next question. Do you guys like the turkey legs there?
I had one the last time I was there.
I don't like turkey.
Shared it with my kids.
I don't like turkey, so I don't even eat turkey for Thanksgiving.
Okay, all right.
If I eat turkey, it is always the legs. I prefer the dark meat.
Okay, I'm all right. So
it's the best. It tastes the best.
Okay, so the reason why I brought this up and it's because when Spec was telling you about the potatoes at In-N-Out and you were covering your ears, you didn't want to hear it. I had one of those moments one day when I was doing Uber, when I was driving Uber, and it was somebody who worked at Disneyland in the car, and we were talking about Disneyland, right? All right, so
I don't want to hear it already, do I? Is it something? Somebody do something to the turkey?
No. Not they didn't do nothing to the turkey. They weren't like butt fucking turkeys in the back or nothing. But
they weren't making the turkeys like dance and do funny stuff.
No.
Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
No. So the turkey legs that everybody's infatuated with at Disneyland is actually not turkey at all. It's fucking ham.
Chicken?
It's like a hot dog, basically. It's like a hot dog. Yeah, it's not even really.
It's a pig?
Yeah, it's not even turkey. It's like, some kind of processed meat that they put on a bone and make it look like a turkey leg. Why are you laughing, Spec?
How do you construct something like that?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
Shit out the Flintstones, bro. That shit
Dude,
I thought it was like a brontosaurus leg.
When she told me that, all right, because we were having like a Disney conversation or whatever, and I'm telling her, I fucking love the turkey legs, and she's like, do you know those aren't really turkey legs? I'm like, hold on, don't do this to me right now. She said, no, they're not. They're like, it's like some kind of processed meat they put on there.
Well, it's all processed.
And I'm like, fuck. Let me tell you how much I used to like these turkey legs. When I lived in San Diego, I had one of those Disney passports, right? So I could go to Disneyland whenever with the thing. Shit is expensive as fuck. I wouldn't get it right now. But I would literally, me, Erica, and Ari, we would drive to Disneyland, and I would literally go in there because I had a fucking passport thing, and I can go in there as I please, right? Fucking stunting on them right quick. I know. Don't hate on me. And I would go in there and get fucking turkey legs. Well, I thought they were turkey legs and drive them all the way back home. I would go there just for the turkey legs. If I would have known that was not real turkey, I would not have drove 2 hours for some fucking turkey legs from Disneyland to bring them home to put on some rice with some hot sauce.
Disgusting, bro.
If I would have known, I could have just went to the fucking grocery store and got some Oscar Mayer hot dogs.
It's so nasty.
Yeah. Anyways, I know that was like some random talk right there. Spec.
You just ruined my daughter's birthday trip for me.
Are you serious?
From like 7, 6, 8 years ago, honestly.
She's like, I ate a pig 6 years ago.
I mean, I didn't eat much. We all shared one, like everybody that was there with us, but like, ugh.
I feel like betrayed by Disneyland at this point after finding that out.
I feel like we're going to be able to contact them later at some point. Like, hey, if you suffered from this later, you might be entitled to compensation.
Real talk, though.
I feel like that might happen.
Hey, look, if somebody could sue Red Bull for the fucking drink not actually giving them wings, I feel like we should be able to sue Disneyland for giving us not actual turkeys, right?
I feel like that's false advertisement. I don't know. I feel like
all that shit fake down there. Like, That's how they made the boysenberry. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a fucking made up berry that they just created and sold to the world. Like it was like this thing that was around for thousands of years. But
I don't even know what a boysenberry is.
I
It
had asked
ain't a
the question.
thing.
It's not a thing. Yeah, it's like it's a made berry. Like it's a spliced berry that the dude that owns Knott's Berry Farm or owned Knott's Berry Farm
Uh-huh.
actually like created with another farmer, and then they sold it to the
It's
world.
just like a hybrid of two berries.
Yep.
They gotta stop trying to make random shit. Like
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that how COVID got here? Why the fuck are you trying to see what would happen?
But
If you don't create it,
or
it
like
doesn't
that,
exist.
or like the
that was in the
fucking,
20s, though, which is crazy.
or like that fucking fake vegan beef
Is
they
he
be making.
frozen to you?
That beyond.
I know. Do your dance, Jimmy, because you're fucking. There you go.
Am I back?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah.
All right, we're just yeah. I mean, it is what it is
Fake
at this
vegan
point.
beef. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
fake
I don't
vegan
like to
beef.
eat those a lot.
Yeah, I try to give that to my father-in-law one night, and like so, like you know, we had the vegan burgers, but we didn't tell him that they were vegan burgers, and we gave it to him, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "What kind of bullshit is this? This is not beef." And he's like, "No." He started spitting it out, but that's that shit that they make in the in those plants and whatnot. Who knows what they're putting in all that shit, you know?
I don't know. All I know is that the Impossible Burger does taste pretty fucking good. So
They said that that's not good for you, though. They said
nothing that tastes good really is. Let's keep it 1,000.
Exactly.
So
that's why some people eat ass.
I tried. I
shit.
tried an Impossible Burger at this like little diner in Oregon, and it was super fucking bomb.
Hey, Spec, have you ever ate ass?
What man hasn't?
That guy right there, my co-host.
I don't eat ass.
Anti-ass.
I did try it one night though. I did try to eat.
He won't even go down on someone if they haven't showered. Can you believe that?
I mean,
that's a little interesting. I mean, that's a.
Would you Spec? Honestly,
that's a bob and weave question. That's a bob and weave question because some women.
I mean, they're not all the same. I get it.
Yeah, you know, some girls when they sweat, everything comes out, and you don't necessarily want to indulge in that at that time. But some girls when they sweat, it's actually kind of fire, and you know, when you're having sex, you're gonna sweat anyway, and you're probably like you probably get head and then kiss your girl in the mouth. Like, what's the difference?
I'm done in a minute. Sometimes I don't even get to the sweat. Hey.
Yeah.
Get yours how you live, baby. It's all good.
It's not all good. Erica, we should talk.
Do what you gotta do, dog. You know?
You better watch your
I like to be there. I like to be there for a while, but it's all good. We all different.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I feel like honestly though, let's keep it real though. Like you don't want to be there for a while if it's like somebody you've been with like 1,000 times. Like after a while, you're just yes, it is true because but have you ever been with somebody that you've been with that many times though? What's the longest relationship you've had?
Yeah. 12 years.
Okay, well, I stand corrected.
I mean, in that relationship, I was a couple of years older than my girl at the time, so I was more experienced in certain things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think like sex should be inventive. Like I've always been the type of person that has thought about sex in that way, where it's like, yo, like you have to have like a undying passion towards the person you're with, or it's trash. Like dudes be out here like having a gang of girls and like they can't fuck them right, or like you see a bunch of women online like, oh man, like this dude can't even last 3-4 minutes and blah blah blah, and they be committed and fucking all in love with these loser ass dudes, and I'm like, bro, like you can't even fuck your girl right, and you like trash.
And these dudes swag around like they're fucking God's gift to women too, and that's why I'm against like fake orgasms, man. Don't be making these guys feel good that aren't doing shit for you.
I ask every woman before encounter or after an encounter like how I made her feel, because that's important. And like communication is important to know that you're delivering, because you could have this sense of fucking ego and this false sense of security when it comes to sex, and then actually just be like, "Argh!" I'm just ripping
Yeah.
off and I'm getting mine off. You know what I mean? Like I'm just fucking UFC savaging you out. And then the girl is just fucking, oh, you know what I mean? She's getting beat up the whole process. And then the only reason why she's down to do that is because she's with you. It's not because she enjoys it. It's because
she
committed to a relationship with you and she don't want to hurt you. And I think a lot of men don't realize like their sensitivity and their sensuality. Like a lot of dudes ain't tapping into that because they think it's some weak shit.
But what if both people are not pros at sex, and like maybe they never knew that they were both not pros at sex? Like,
I better watch some porn. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
I know.
That's what that's for. That's what that's for. Like, people, you know, like I had a girlfriend and she was so against porn. She was like, "It's you're cheating. You're cheating." I was like, "Bruh, you're kind of weak though. For real, you kind of weak." And like,
wait. So you said what did he say? Can you retrace that?
I had a girlfriend and I was in a relationship with the chick, and she didn't enjoy porn because she felt that it was emotionally cheating, because you know that was layered with her insecurities. But also it makes sense because women want to be adored and they want to be the focus of a man's attention, especially if they're in a relationship. So if I'm lusting hypothetically over another woman in order to reach a sexual conclusion, it's going to make that woman feel jealous, and she's going to, you know, women compete just like we do for women. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's always that. And then my thing with her was like, yo, this is a tool. Like, I'm into you. Look how I perform with you. That's not the issue. The issue is your lack of performance in these things. So either two things are going to happen. Like I'm gonna break up with you, or I'm gonna seek something else, and either one's going to hurt you because of this. And that's an important part of a relationship. If you can't sexually and intimately connect with somebody, how the fuck are you going to be with them for 20 years?
You got to be compatible all the ways.
I definitely 100% agree with that, because even if like you satisfy each other in other areas, at some point you are going to come to a cross on the roads, and you're gonna have to figure out another challenge, and that being, if you're not super compatible sexually, I mean that will become an issue, especially if if you're in a long-term relationship or marriage. I feel like you will come to that point where you got to figure that part out. I mean, unless it's just already fine and dandy, but that's not always the case. So, I mean, man, no, that's some good shit, Spec. Yeah, what about this though? What if there's some kind of mutual agreement though? Like, what if you both could come to some kind of conclusion that, like, okay, well, we do love each other and we don't want this to ever stop, but we're not all the way compatible in that area. What about like hall passes or something like that?
I think that's why people create relationships where they swing, or they have open relationships and marriages, because they realize the value in, you know, like life is an investment, you know. So when you invest in somebody for a long period of time, you go through the ups, you go through the downs, you go through the disappointments, you go through the whole range, whatever marriage or long-term relationships may be. Sometimes people have that sexually incompatible state, and they choose, because of the love about, you know, regarding all the other parts of their relationship, to say, hey, like, we trust each other and love each other enough to still make each other happy. So go and enjoy that, but come home to me. And for me, like, that's kind of crazy, because I've seen my parents, you know, together for pretty much my entire life, you know, my stepmom and my dad. But that's kind of, you know, more power to them. Like, if you could share your wife and be like, yo, like, I just want to watch and fucking see you get yours off, and like, then it's like, damn, okay, cool. And like, if the wife wants to be like, yo, like, you know what I mean? I'm not like, I'm lazy, I'm not doing it, but everywhere else, like, I love you, you go get some, and that's what they do, then that's cool. Like, I think like I said, everyone's different, so I can't really judge that personally. Like,
I feel like no, I hear you. No, that is a super tricky, tricky thing, because I mean, like it takes a special person, a special couple that has a real understanding, I think. But I think it's a part psychological too, like, because if it comes down to that, like maybe those people, they had a past that might have did something to their mind. All right, so where I'm going with this is like, all right, let's say the guy is somebody who has sex with hundreds of girls, and then he finds a woman that he really loves, right? And he gets with her. Now he's not having sex with hundreds of girls no more, right? He's having sex with one woman, and now he's been with this woman for, I don't know, let's just say 10 years or whatnot. Like psychologically in his mind, he still has that desire to conquer the opposite sex, right? And then, but he can't do it no more. So what happens at that point? And but he loves the woman that he's with, you know.
I mean, I can't necessarily like say what the outcome is, but I lean onto nature, man. Like humans are fucking selfish and we're fucked up because we're manipulative. Every other species of mammal fucks everything every season. Every season, like you got a lion who fucks all of the lionesses, 30 of them. You know what I mean? He goes, and that's just nature. Same things with wolves. Like it's always like survival of the fittest strength. But with us and humans and empathy and emotions and pain and loss and loyalty and all these fucking social constructs that we've created with our words, we've created this ideology that monogamy is everything and it's the only thing, and that is what you have to abide by or shit's fucked up and it's wrong. And if you emotionally attached to this person while you're with someone in a relationship, you're the worst person in the world. But we're going against our nature as people. Like, you know what I mean? There still has to be a balance of being able to thrive and feel those emotions, but still be able to hold back and kind of learn how to develop all those emotions within one thing as well. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So do you think that, so you think that people aren't inherently monogamous?
Not at all.
But you think monogamy is something that people can live by and still be happy with?
For
like
sure.
Satisfied as humans?
I think monogamy it's a learned behavior. So, you know, would it be?
I mean, I agree that it's not for everybody. I just, you know.
Yeah, I think with monogamy being a learned behavior, you have people who ideally will shut off their emotional side and their natural impulsive side to say, hey, I'm just doing the right thing. Tunnel vision. I'm Catholic. Like, let me cross my legs. Like, I can't have sex with this person before marriage. All these rules that lead up to what? Because now you married this dude and he can't fuck you good. And now you're like, oh, I hate my marriage. Like, you
that's the thing, though. People shouldn't marry people unless they know them really well. I think it takes a good solid few years of really getting to know somebody and making sure that those boxes are checks prior to committing on that level. Like,
but again,
that doesn't always happen.
When you have religion that is a part of our social construct,
right?
And ties
people have to get married prior to all that shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Religion, circumcision, fucking quinceañeras, like all of these things that lead up to this moment. And then it's really kind of fucked up that women are like placated in this space where it's like, yo, like men do all these things and your reward is sex with the woman. Like, that's it. So what the fuck do you think men are gonna do? We're gonna get a job, we're gonna get a car, we're gonna get all this cool shit to fuck a girl and then be like, okay, what's next? Like, that is the vast majority of the world that has.
For us, that was the destination, was being chosen to be fucked.
Right.
You know, like.
Right. So we have all of these things and all these crossed wires. So for me, it's just really like basic. Like, if you feel somebody, have these conversations and be like open and be vulnerable, because vulnerability is actually like the truest way to get somebody to be closer to you.
Build intimacy.
It's like, yo, like this shit. Like, Jimmy, I don't need ass, babe. Like, fuck. You're like, oh no, like, you know, I won't go down there. And then your wife is like, well, you better, you know what I'm saying? You better, you know.
I'm about to find somebody who will. Shit.
Yeah, you know,
she don't want nobody to eat her ass. I could tell you that right now. Shoot.
Hey man,
I tried one night. I tried one night. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was gonna eat your ass."
A lot of women are scared of that world though because of like germs and all of this other shit. And to me, it's like, bro, like this is a part of your body. Like if I'm gonna worship your body, I'm gonna worship your body. And you have a bunch of nerves there too, and you can actually orgasm that way too. But you feel me? Don't just talk all this shit about how bomb you are at sex and you don't even know your body. Like chill. Like,
well, no, I think it's the thing with ass play that's a little scary is like you don't want them to go from your ass back into your vagina because that equals yeast infection.
Yeah,
and we ain't trying to play that way.
That's gonna happen.
That's a fucking nightmare.
That's also a man knowing.
Man, but that's the thing. Like I had to give a schooling of fucking this conversation like a podcast or two ago. It was like how easy it is to get a fucking yeast infection as a woman. Like literally having sugar, fucking yeast infection, alcohol, tight clothes. All our fucking clothes are tight these days. Like shit. Like it's so easy to get it. It's not disgusting. It sucks.
I didn't think you heard me.
I fucking heard you. You always talking about a woman's body like it's disgusting. Your balls are gross.
Whoa. Time out. No, I don't. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, because then the woman listeners are gonna think that.
Don't put it in her ass and then in her vagina. She gets a yeast infection and then you call her disgusting.
Fellas, if you gotta ask for head, it's time to cheat. No, I'm playing.
No,
I got that from a meme. I don't
sent
really
you
feel
that
way.
meme.
I know.
I don't really. It was funny.
I know. I don't really feel that way.
Think about how fucked up that is, though. Like if you have to like be in a position where your wife's not into you enough where she just wants to fucking give you
It's an insult. It's an insult when they won't just do things. Like they should want to gobble you up. I feel like if I don't want to gobble you up, you're not my man.
Oh shit. Hey. Oh fuck, Glizzy, the Glizzy Gobbler.
That's right.
That's why I put the goblin on the post on Instagram.
Oh shit!
Is that why you did it?
I didn't even see the post.
I was like, I don't get it. Cool.
I gotta check it out, man.
That's funny.
It was like a little goblin saying party and shit.
Hey, where do you?
That makes sense now.
And where do you live?
Makes sense now.
I live in LA. I'm in LA. Yeah, I'm in LA.
Damn, man. I can't wait till the world gets back to normal, man. That way I could get out to LA and San Diego and whatnot and just be open and not have to feel fucking like there's curfews and I can't go out and be around people. I can't raw dog the air, I just want to get back to normal. I know everybody wants to get back to normal, but I still live my life. I still get out and do whatever. I mean, being in Vegas, there's still a lot to do in Vegas and what have you and shit. In March, I'm about to be flying out to San Diego. I'm gonna go to Mexico, Rosarito for these Muay Thai fights. And
are you big into Muay Thai?
No, I'm big into boxing, but Muay Thai. Same here. Yeah, Muay Thai is very, very entertaining. And
it's super dope. I took Muay Thai for like 2 years. I have 3 black belts in 3 different disciplines. So
slide through, man. March 13th in Rosarito, man. I'm gonna be out there.
And the last time I went to Rosarito, I almost died. I'm cool. You can have it.
Yeah, I know. He told me that, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I'm not trying to fucking we've been pulled over, and I've been straight robbed. Like I'm not playing these games with people down there.
You look robbable.
I got into a fight with some dude in Tequilas across from Papa's and Beer.
Papa's and Beer.
The security fucking rushed us and like tried to rob us and was like, we're gonna kill you in Spanish. And they didn't think I knew Spanish. So I was like, yo, bro, I play basketball. I'm from fucking LA, dude. Chill.
Yeah.
I was like, I got fucking $80. I threw some money on the floor and their eyes got all big and then they ran out. But yeah, dude, I'm cool.
They were happy with $80, huh?
Yeah, they were. My life.
That's a lot of money down there.
$80.
Every time I go to Mexico, and I hope nobody in Mexico somehow comes across this podcast and is prepared for me, but every time I go to Mexico, I have like a couple 20 stashed in my sock just in case.
For sure. I always tell you leave some money in the hotel, hide some money in the car, and have some money in your sock. So if you do get robbed, you have other locations to get money. Like, you got to be prepared. I lived in Europe for years. Like, it's fucking dangerous. I lived in Croatia, man. Like fools are trying to rob me every fucking day, dude.
What were you doing out there? Were you in the military?
I played pro basketball.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope, man. That must have been an experience, right?
Yeah, I lived there, and I lived in Greece and Crete and a couple other fucking Eastern Bloc countries, Romania and shit.
Um,
Have you added that Drake song "Grease" to one of your mixes? I feel like you have
Nah,
to.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck with Drake. He's like, nope. What are you gonna say,
Now I fuck
Stella?
with Drake on the last mix. I put a Drake remix on there, Unjaded.
Oh, Jaded. I like
Yeah.
Jaded.
Where are you gonna ask, Stella?
I was gonna say
It doesn't matter. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
you're lucky you're in Vegas. Just know that. This whole fucking audience knows that too.
Look,
I know.
did you see her eyes right now when she said that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, she does. She is a fucking
that's a
aggressive
murky,
person.
bro.
I know. Yeah, I'm good.
I was gonna say that Mr. Worldwide, if you could talk about your story of getting kidnapped.
Oh man.
He got kidnapped.
Yeah, in high school.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But I am gonna laugh a little bit. Just go ahead though. Go ahead. I'm just playing. Go
Just
ahead.
a short summation. I went to Egypt in high school, and me and 8 other students got kidnapped by some fucking mercenaries and shit. They took us to Morocco, and they had us like basically in like some encampment for fucking 8 days. And because these fools are thirsty, like all men around the world, they let some girl get out, and she snuck out, and she wound up helping us get rescued.
Damn.
There's a lot of other details, but I don't want to give the podcast too crazy of it. But it was pretty fucked up, bro. Like we
Now,
got
that
beat
sounds
up.
scary though. That does
We
sound
got beat
scary.
up, and like, you know, by that time I was already like able to protect myself. But you know, you got like 30 fucking men like beating on us and shit, and you know, trying to take turns on the couple girls that we had there. It was like a really fucked up experience. Like, but I kind of share that story sometimes because I think that it's kind of hilarious that I made it back. Like, you know,
No,
that I went to
I'm
Egypt
glad
and
you made it
You're
back.
like, ah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, I had
That's
other
crazy. I would die.
my boy who got kidnapped with me. He got kidnapped as a kid by his dad, and his dad took him to Saudi Arabia and to Mecca, all the way from Detroit. So that was already the second time that he had already been kidnapped in the Middle East. So it was fucking nuts. Like, so yeah.
That's crazy. Like, who can really say like how likely is that to happen? Like, this guy's ill twice. What's up? Like,
Yeah, he got kidnapped
before I
twice.
turned 18.
Nah, you know, it's mostly going to be like young girls that can say that, like, you know,
Yeah.
especially in that time. But
I definitely feel
yeah, that shit
great.
crazy. It's crazy.
I feel grateful that never happened to me, and you know, I pray that never happens to anybody I know. But that's some scary shit, man. That shit
That's
happens.
the scariest shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine as a parent, like what your parents probably went through.
Man, that's off the pod.
Damn.
My pops was like, yes,
Ah,
that motherfucker.
finally got rid of this dude. Finally got rid of him.
I was a little troublemaker. Like, I had really good grades all through high school, and I was like almost the valedictorian if I had fucking good, satisfactory behavioral grades. But I was a fuck up. I used to fight all the time and get into trouble and ditch all the time. Just show up for tests because I knew I could pass them. Like, I had the counselors in my pocket, so the counselor would be like, "Hey, you got a test on Friday. I got the work. Come pick it up." And I would just be at home, just kicking it. Like, I had a job in high school. I was already making money, so I didn't really care too much about school. So college was perfect for me because I could just play sports, make my own schedule, kick it with random homies, fucking chill with my lady, and like do my life shit. And it made life so much more accelerated for me because that's already where I needed to be, you know? So
yeah, I hear you, man. I was the same in high school, man. I wasn't like all about school, but I always did what I had to do to just make sure I passed. And you know, actually, I used to pay people to do all my work. Yeah, because I actually had my own business in high school. I had my
money
own.
like you.
No, listen.
Balling.
No. I wasn't balling. I was cutting hair out of my garage, and so I would get a lot of clients from the football squad, baseball squad, and all that, and I would be pretty busy, you know. So I like definitely wasn't balling or nothing, but I definitely would have a couple hundred in my pocket every day. You know what I mean? In high school. So yeah, I would pay people to do my work, man.
That's balling in high school, bro. That's balling in high school,
dude.
It's true, especially back then.
And I sold things on the low, like race cars and you know, like Hot Wheels, shit like that, you know. Yeah,
Oh, that's what you're nicknaming them? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I just dropped out of high school and started working, but
That doesn't
now
fucking
you're-
surprise
I was a straight A student, you know, up until and then I started doing dumb shit and I just dropped out and started working. But I did graduate college, so whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We all have different paths.
Hey,
I
Stella,
didn't even get a diploma. I got the the chess P. I took the proficiency to get out of school early because I was
I got
like,
my GED.
I did homeschool
Same.
on my half of the second half of my senior year, so that I wouldn't get expelled because yeah, just getting in trouble, fighting and stuff like that.
I got expelled for fighting like the week of my prom. And I was like prom king and shit, and they didn't want to honor it because I
Damn.
fucking fought the week. Yeah. But I beat up some Nazi and shit. This fool brought a gun to school and shit. It was a crazy, like, my school was crazy. I didn't go to school with a lot of black kids. I went to school with a lot of Mexicans, Asians, and white kids. I was only like one of 67 black students at my high
LA
school.
or
Well, I went to Alhambra High School, which is outside of LA, like the city.
okay.
So, but because I was, you know, a little scholar and shit, my dad was like, "We're gonna send you to the school." I was an athlete, so they wanted me to play sports there and all this other shit. But I had a real hard time adjusting because of the lack of inclusion when it came to being a black kid, you know.
Mhm.
And I went through all the fucking jokes and got into a lot of fights because my dad was like, "Nah, don't ever let anybody say that because I'm gonna beat your ass if you come home and you lost the fight."
Hey,
So,
remember?
you know, it was,
Hey,
you know,
hey,
it was
remember?
like that.
No, for sure. Hey, remember how dope it used to be in like the city newspaper or some shit like that? Remember that shit? Like now, I feel like it probably doesn't hold as much weight. But remember how dope that shit was?
I still got all my high school clippings.
For real? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but these days, I feel like nobody even looks at the newspaper. Who looks at the newspaper these days?
Not me.
I still read it. I still
Not the
read it.
newspaper.
You do?
I
Just
just grew up
online
reading the
articles.
newspaper. Yeah, I grew up reading the newspaper. So I think like because I was so young, like reading the newspaper just became a part of my normal shit.
Yeah. What are you reading these days? You reading anything?
Books.
Yeah.
The Human Condition.
I'm gonna have to jot that down because I've been collecting book titles lately because I'm trying to trying to broaden my library. I be on Audible, man. I do all the audio books.
Yeah, that's actually a dope site. But I still like to read just to actually sit and just read. Like I'll go somewhere and just read. Like I'll skateboard somewhere and just sit somewhere and read.
Sit on a beach like your background right now and just do some reading. That's what I need to do, man. That's what I'm missing in my life, like some beach chilling, reading.
I've been
That's
obsessed
my
with
favorite
going to
place to read.
Maldives. I'm going to Maldives. I don't care. That's the thing.
What's up,
I'm
man? I'm
going,
trying to come too, man. Is it a
and I've
fella's
been
trip or what?
been looking up. I've been looking up flights. I've been looking up hotels. I've been looking up all the atolls because that's what they call like the islands out there.
Yeah.
So I just been looking up like everything. The food they have an underwater restaurant.
I'm
It is.
coming.
I saw that. Don't they have underwater rooms as well? Yeah.
I'm gonna
They
get
have a
that.
lot. How much of that shit is open during COVID? Is like,
Love it.
or it's open there because it's the
Yeah.
Maldives and it's
It's
not there
all-
unless you bring it.
Yeah, it's all open right now.
That's crazy.
All the resort spots and like the tropical spots in the world are pretty much open because those are all kind of recluse and seasonal anyway, you know. So with everybody kind of sitting at home,
I would
they
like to see the Maldives before they go under the ocean.
facts.
That's like,
It's definitely
goal.
going under the ocean.
And
oh
it's-
yeah, it's
yeah.
almost there. Like the Maldives will disappear. Like
Damn.
they will be gone.
It's not gonna happen like overnight. or no
Atlantis
shit,
for
right?
sure.
That's
Yeah.
the next Atlantis.
Yeah.
Do you think that is something that's like real, like some fucking parallel universe shit? Some shit you go through a portal and you end up at a city under the sea. What do you think the possibilities of that are? The crown is kicking in. I just got to know this though. I got to know your take. Shut up, Stella.
I saw Interstellar, so I don't know. It's like some weird dimensions shit.
The ocean, man, like we have so much of the ocean that we haven't really even
Unexplored. Yeah.
So I feel like that is our space on Earth. You know,
What is?
The
The
ocean.
ocean.
Oh, the ocean, the space, our space on Earth.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like our bodies. Like even if you look at the analogy of our bodies, like we can't cure everything. We haven't found cures for certain diseases, just like we haven't explored certain spaces in the ocean. So it's almost the same thing. We haven't been able to completely master ourselves, just like we haven't been able to master, the elements, and that's
Okay.
super important.
Next question.
The
Flat
ocean
Earth,
terrifies me.
flat Earth or round Earth?
Come on, bro.
I gotta know. I gotta know. I don't know what you
Don't don't,
think.
don't Kyrie Irving me.
No, I'm not Kyrie Irving. You. I gotta know what you think.
I'm around Earth, man. If I've been in planes plenty of times, and you can see the universe,
You
You can
see
see
it.
the. You can see
Yeah.
the
world, you
curvature.
spirit. You can see the spheric curve of the Earth. You know what I mean?
I could dig it. I could dig it. Hey
Even
man.
even when you turn yourself upside down, you feel the world moving. Like I don't know, like when you were young, they used to teach you in science class, like if you stand on your hands and you turn back over real fast, like you'll feel like it makes you feel like the world like spinning.
Yeah, that's called blood rushing to your head. That's what that's called.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like I think that gravity plays a part into that as well. Because if gravity didn't play a part into,
It wouldn't go.
yeah, it wouldn't do that.
Yeah. It
You know,
would come down.
One thing is for sure is that the world is definitely spinning because all right, so like if
Because you're
you
drunk.
no, shut up. I'm
Oh.
not even drunk.
You said the crown royal was
Last
hitting you.
night-
I was just
air goggles.
Last night I was drunk for sure. Yeah, I don't have crown goggles on. Well, I might like slightly, but last night I got fucking drunk last night. As a matter of fact, I was slightly hungover this morning. So, you know, a little groggy all day, but
That's right.
I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good now that I have some beers and a little bit of, but I'm going on like a straight up cleanse after today. I just wanted to have a few drinks while we spoke with Spec. You know, I just wanted to vibe out, chill out.
loosen up.
I really wanted to play the Wavy mix as we podcasted, but I don't want to get any copyright infringements on YouTube or nothing like that. I thought that would have been
You know how that'll work? It'll work because we're talking over the music.
really.
Yeah, you just have to turn down anything that you feel is copywritten in the back. Like that's how Twitch works as far as like streaming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I do like Twitch shows with other cats who will play my music,
Mm-hmm.
anything that's like really major music, they just turn down so they don't get flagged for it and they can keep it in the content.
Oh
So
wow, that's
That
interesting
is
to know.
interesting.
We'll keep that in. We'll keep that. in
Good to
mind.
know. Well, I just how easy is it for them to like flag it when it's like mixed the way that you do it? Because like I know that a lot of the songs don't sound anything like.
How they actually
Is it a
sound.
lyric thing or?
Yeah, I feel like think of how Shazam works though. You know, like if there's some kind of
that's what
lyrics.
they're looking for.
Yeah, I feel like that's how
They're
YouTube
looking for
has
the
that kind of
melodies
shit.
and the algorithms as well. Yeah, and
Got it.
YouTube does have that as well, where they're looking for like certain spikes and the waves to find what you're using. But with Wavy Worlds, I'm using a lot of remixes and a lot of unreleased music. Like music on there that you guys are hearing might have like 50 plays online because it's really like unreleased and really rare artists that people don't really know too much about. Obviously, there's like the Drakes and Jasmine Sullivans and shit like that.
Those
that
are
more
definitely getting
popular,
copyright
obviously.
infringements. Yeah, but hey,
But no, all the Drake stuff is remixes though. I don't really play any of his original stuff for that reason.
I'm about to start really getting into
makes
the Wavy
sense.
mixes, man, because honestly, like with music lately, this is how like all right, so you got like my taste in music for sure because I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, I like this kind of shit right here. And lately, this is how like trash I feel like music has been lately is that I haven't even been listening to my typical genres that I like hip hop, R&B type shit. Like I've literally been listening to fucking like heavy metal shit, and I've never been a heavy metal guy, and I've been listening and venturing out to genres like that, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, is this how bad my like natural music that I naturally like has gotten that I don't even, you know, I don't even go to it no more when I want to listen to music. And I always look for something new to listen to. And I don't know if it's maybe I'm just out of touch these days. Like anytime I'm at the barbershop or whatever, like I'll look and see, all right, who's like the young fly dudes in here, because I know they know what music is popping right now, that I may not know, because I'm 32 right now, right? Like, and I know that when I was like 18, 19, 20 or whatnot, like I probably knew some music that the guys my age now had no idea about. And like I'll ask them, and I'm like, "Hey, who's popping?" And some of them I do fuck with. I tell you one that did stick with me, like maybe like 3 years ago, that they told me was popping, and I did like was um, Shoreline Mafia. Do you know who I'm talking about? Shoreline Mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's like like super like upbeat, almost like some hyphy shit
I
that comes
feel
from
like
LA.
any artist that's ever like that's really good has like a whole variety of genres that they really pull inspiration from. Like I think that people who just stick to one genre, like they don't have that broad, perspective like to really get inspiration from. Like I
I
don't
agree.
know.
No, I
Thanks.
definitely agree.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like Stella's
that's a big
chiming in
reason why.
with music talk.
No, well that's what I mean, I don't know every name of every song or artist. Spec knows this about me. I'm like, like I'll know the song, but I won't know the name of it or who fucking
Right.
sang it. Like he knows this. But I'm not like fucking like I've never listened to a goddamn song in my life. Like
Right. No,
so.
I think in this era of music, it's like really difficult to find music because everybody can put out music.
Mm.
When there was labels before, it was more controlled. It was more directed, where you can go to Tower Records or the Warehouse or the Virgin Mega Store or Sam Goody and go and actually look through, read the liner notes. Like you can become connected with the artists that you're looking for. And even if you didn't like those artists, you knew about them because you read about the music before you bought it. You didn't get a chance to press preview and hear a snippet and then be fucking snobby and say, hey, I don't want this shit. You had to go to a store and say, hey, this is my $10. Let me look around and like make sure that I spend this shit right. And then you go home and you listen to this shit. Me, I was a thief in high school. So I stole from Columbia House. Like I probably owe like $800,000 to Columbia House because I got every magazine. I went to all my aunt's house. Hey, you guys got magazines? You got Columbia House in there? I made fake names and send CDs to their houses, to my houses. I would send them to their houses. Are my packages there yet? Yeah, they're here. Come get them, boy. Come get them. I would have fucking 100 different CDs, and then I would sell them. You know what I mean? And I would keep them and just sell them and sell them and sell them and fake name, fake name, fake name. They never caught me. I learned that hustle in 10th grade. We're doing it till we were like 22. So
And
we were able to get all the music.
He's just playing Columbia House. He didn't really do this.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I paid back
okay, say more. Say more.
I paid back my debts. I think that was like the universal hustle any teenage kid did. And then for them,
I mean, it's the same thing like with LimeWire. Like later on, like everybody's downloading music, stealing shit like that. Like,
yeah,
come on, who didn't?
That was the thing. So I think now in this era, because we have so many sites that allow you to feel entitled with your music taste, Apple Music, fucking USound, SoundCloud, Spotify, the list goes on. And you can actually go to these sites and pretty much pick and choose what you want to listen to. Before we didn't have that option on the radio. We didn't have that option in the mainstream. So now that you have way more outlets, it makes it easier for someone like me because I don't have to listen to the radio to find great music. I can go on SoundCloud for hours and just go down a rabbit hole. I can go on Instagram and get tagged in a bunch of shit. I can go on Twitter and find a bunch of stuff, and none of it you guys ever heard. So it makes it fun for me because it's like I'm putting these puzzles together for you guys to actually like put into your mind and then compartmentalize with all the other puzzles that I've created beforehand. So now it just becomes more of a world. It's like, okay, that's like a Spanish vibe. I started some of my mixes with Spanish. I have like African on there on some songs. I have dudes from Sweden singing songs, and it's not necessarily about the language. The language is the music. So I want to be able to bring everybody together under that umbrella. If
And
that
God bless SoundCloud. I swear, that's probably the music platform that I use the most, like to listen to music, because I will click on something from someone I know, but you know how it'll generate kind of a playlist for you based off what you choose. And that's how I like listen to people's shit and start following their stuff, you know? And I'm really, really glad that I don't have to listen to the radio and try to push play and record on a cassette tape to get songs anymore. Like, thank God for technology.
that was my shit though. Like
I did it all the time, but I'm really happy that I just have it at my thumb now, you know? Like, you don't have to wait for CDs to download fucking songs to burn onto CDs. You don't have to wait for the radio and be right next to it with your cassette player. Like, fuck, man. Like, it was fun when I look back at it, but at the same time, fuck that shit. Like, I'm much happier with it here.
But don't you think that kind of way that you grew up created a sense of consistency as you, like, as an adult for you? Because you had to do extra things and take extra effort to.
Oh yeah, I mean, these kids don't have that we have. Like, we have a patience and, like, I think more of a work ethic, you know, because of it. And kids these days, they'll just fucking never understand what it was like to have to sit there and listen to the whole hour just because you knew it was on a fucking loop to get to that song that you wanted to listen to. And then once you had it, fast forward, play. Oh, it's almost there. Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
that was
it's just crazy with my clear see-through phone with the cord, you know. You remember those?
That's pretty fly. Hey, you mentioned LimeWire, and this is, you know, a curveball to what you guys were just talking about, but you mentioned LimeWire. I used to download porn on LimeWire, and there was this porn.
You're gross.
Hey, stop. Hold on. Time out. Hold on.
I didn't know you could download porn on LimeWire.
It was wild. It was wild.
I only knew music from LimeWire. That is wild.
This is how you know I've always.
Well, you didn't get crazy until later. Like,
I mean, it was high school. It was LimeWire times, you know, like.
This is how I knew one day.
Before LimeWire, actually.
This is how I knew one day I'd be an ass eater.
You don't need no ass.
Shut up, I know. I'm just talking shit. No, but could I just say though, there's this a company, I guess. I don't know what they were called, but they had like this line of porns and they were called Booty Talks, and it was all the big booty.
Hey, that's my homie's company. Chill. I used to make beats for them.
Oh shit! Holla at your boy.
He used to pay me $300 a beat, bro.
Booty Talks?
Yeah.
Bro, Spec, you're a legend right now.
Oh, check
Hold
this
on,
out.
let me get another clap for you, right? He is a legend. Hey. How did I know? How did I know?
When I was in college, I almost joined the industry.
Damn.
Whoa, shit.
I took pictures. I fucking had a casting agent. I did like 2 like amateur scenes. Like, I was like already in it to win it. Like, and then fucking I just was like, nah, I'm scared, because I was gonna go pro. I was gonna play basketball and shit. I was like, oh, I'm cool.
You don't want it to come out on the internet.
Nah, I wouldn't have been ashamed. I would have been, you know what I mean? I'd have just added on to the legend, but it's all good. Like,
tired of these black guys and their BBCs. Where's my hold on, time out. Yeah, man. All right, I got a question now.
For me?
No, fuck you.
Don't be mad because you don't eat ass.
Oh shit. Yeah,
hey,
so
better nap, bro.
I know, man. I gotta start eating the groceries. Hey,
they got like strawberry sex creams and shit, like, you know.
Really?
Yeah,
fucking gotta get a pop.
Get inventive. You guys,
I'm still mind
roll up underwears.
I'm still mind blown right now that
remember the dude
for fucking Booty Talks.
Remember the dude that I don't know if you guys ever seen, when he was like, I toss salads and I eat your ass with jelly and shit. That's what you gotta do to your wife, bro.
Get creative.
I remember that guy.
Nah,
not another teen movie. The whole banana split.
It was a HBO documentary about cats in prison. And then this one dude came out and he was like, yeah, I like to toss salad. Motherfucker, I'll toss a salad and blah, blah. And then he was like, yeah, I'll eat salad. Yeah, it was a famous skit, like Chappelle, like, you know, went and reinterpolated it in like other cats and shit. But that's where tossing salad came from, that phrase. because he
Really?
because he
That's
like really popularized it, like that whole
okay.
skit and shit.
Yeah,
I'll
I know
find the
what you're
video
talking
and
about.
send it to you. That shit is hilarious, bro. He's a
Yeah.
buff ass fool. He's like, yeah, I toss a salad. I eat his ass with jelly, motherfucker. Like I put it up in him. So fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so
I'm dumb, bro. Like I'm a dumb random like.
now I
You
fuck
know?
with it. I fuck with
Yeah,
it.
I'm very limited in Instagram. I can't really like show my ass on Instagram, so to speak, because I got a lot of.
Show your ass right here on Side
That's
Friend
But this is the
Chronicles
vibe
with
right
the
here. Yeah,
slide
so she
through.
got the Side Friend Chronicles
It's all
flag,
about
baby.
showing their ass here.
you know?
I only talk about mine. I never show it.
Yep.
Yeah. So Spec, can you tell us about your show that you're 37 episodes deep in?
Yeah, bro. We don't got no ass on it, but it's all good.
Oh, it's all good. Tell us about it.
Now we do this thing called Session In. It's a
Okay.
producer showcase. It was started by my boys from Battle Lab, my homie DJ Antrix. Shout out to Antrix and DJ Flow. So they have a platform based up in the Bay, San Fran, and Oakland, and they're a DJ collective. This COVID shit pretty much hit us. I had got the opportunity in 2019 to play at NAMM, the NAMM convention, at their booth and kind of represent their brand and shit. So when 2020 came around, they were like, yo, like we're doing the show. My boy Slop Funk Dusk, another cat, shout out to him. He was like, yo, I want you to be a part of the show. So I did the very first episode. I was the very first guest on the show.
Shout out
And
to
It's
them.
live on YouTube, right?
mhm.
Because I've tuned in before.
Yeah,
It was really cool.
we shouted you out on the show.
I gotta
Yes.
check that out. Hey, how often do you guys do the show?
Every Friday. So we're back this Friday. We've had just different producers from different genres, like Rook from Justice League, who does stuff for Meek Mill and Rick Ross and Depeche Mode. And then we've had like Just Blaze in there, Jermaine
Nice.
Dupri. We just had Jake One, who works with like Jay-Z and Rihanna and all them. So we've had like different producers because of our relationships collectively with these people. Like our community is really small. So it's really dope and it's really informative. We have fun. I'm pretty much like the character. I talk shit, I tell jokes, I clown. I'm like super crass. Like I'm the kind of like the personality, because a lot of cats are like, hey man, I'm gonna play my beats, and I'm
Yeah, that did happen.
and I'm more like, bro, like, what the hell? Why your voice sound like that? What's wrong with you, bro? Like I talk my shit. Like I like to have fun and just tell jokes and clown. And I know like my personality is not for everybody, but I'm an Aquarius, so that's why we're great.
Gang, gang.
We're not for everybody. And
That's too
people
much.
the people that we're for makes us even better for. And that way I kind of bring that element to the show and shit. And we've been working on actually, like tomorrow we're having a Zoom meeting to implement some more ideas and some constructive elements to bring, more progress to the show and shit. So we've been doing it for a while. It's been dope. I'm blessed to be a part of it. I've made a lot of connections. It's actually been the reason why I've been able to like really level up with my remixes per se, like my own personal remixes. You guys listen to Volume 12. I have a Meg Thee Stallion remix on there that I produced. So I just do one of my joints on there for the first time. And it's really dope. You have a lot of dope cats that are competitive and like good, and you're in there like, fuck, like I gotta level up, and I'm competitive and I feel like I'm good at what I do too. So it's always about leveling up. It's never about just no ceiling. I don't have any ceiling in my world. It's just we got to keep going up. You know what I mean?
I love how creative you are and how you're always working on different avenues and different things, working on producing, doing your mixes, doing shows every Friday, and just all around networking. I mean, man, it takes a special person to, be able to do all that stuff and, just keep on moving and, making it happen for yourself, man. So shout out to motherfucking.
Does this show have an Instagram page?
Our show has an Instagram page. It is Session In. It's just like
Session In.
Or if you follow Battle Ave, like Battle AVE.
Is it the Session? So
no,
Session In.
That's the Session HD.
Oh, got it.
Those are my people from Colorado. But Session In is actually just Session In. But it'll probably be easier if
Got it.
Yeah, so it has an underscore. Yeah, so that's the Session In show, but it'll probably be easier and more Yep, right there.
Scratch Bastard follows you guys.
Hey, can you send that to me, Estela, on my
Yeah,
Instagram?
I'll share the profile.
So Battle Lab is actually like the host site for that. So they have like a really bigger presence and
I
shit.
feel like
so,
I've heard of that before.
yeah, they're really cool people, man. Like, I think we're doing some really good stuff, and I think that I've brought some of my former students that I taught in high school to the show, and now they're part of the community and getting love and buzz and being able to collab with artists and shit like that. So it's really one of those spaces where it's a home for us. Like, I look forward to going on Friday. Like, I worked out in the desert all summer. I would drive here. Like, I wouldn't even go home and take a shower. I would literally get off of work and come, like, pay my employees and then come here and then be like, yo, we got the show on Friday, because it was so fun to just be around a community of guys that you knew were going to play music and inspire you. It's almost like you guys say there's like your favorite podcast and you get a chance to go every week and just kick it with Joe Rogan and Art Talk and what I'm saying, whoever else, and just be like, oh, I'm in here and we're vibing and like
it's just chilling.
So it feels good for us to have that, and especially in this time right now where we don't have shows. Like, I'm an indie artist, I have other ways to make income, and I'm blessed that I'm not just having to depend on music to survive.
Right.
But all of my other friends do. A lot of my other friends do. A lot of my other friends have kids. Like, and then I think about that, like, damn, dude, like, you didn't go to college, you didn't bust other hustles, you didn't put money away when we were younger and doing other shit. Like, so now we're in our 30s and 40s. Like, your struggle is different. I have to support you, even if it's just physically supporting you, coming and being and encouraging you and telling you your shit's dope and making sure you don't give up. So that way you can keep spurring on in that opportunity you have to open the door later. Or if I could open the door to get you some money, we can, because you didn't give up and you stayed focused and you stayed supported. So that's the bigger picture with our whole thing. It's really about that.
I'm definitely about to tune in.
Yeah, man.
You should. It's pretty dope.
We have
ladies. Is it still at 7 p.m.?
7
p.m. on Fridays. So you guys who are listening to this can check out this podcast Friday at noon, and then you'll have Friday at 7 p.m. to look forward to the session with Spec the Kid. Listen to some jams.
You know what we could always do here too for your future guests is, you see that little share button at the bottom there? You could always press share and play exclusive music, or if you ever have music guests, like, they could literally share, because that's how we run the show. I'll share my screen, go to advanced, share computer sound, and then from there you can hear anything that I play off of my computer. So if I'm playing iTunes or my DJ set or out of like the software, you can hear it, and that's what allows the show to be great, because it's almost like you're playing it from your computer. So in the future, bring me back and then I can press play for y'all.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I mean, live real quick. Dude, don't even tempt me with a good time. You're making the ideas flow through my mind right now.
I got you, man. That's what we're here for, man. We share ideas and build together. Like, ideas and love and support are free. Motherfuckers act like it's intellectual property.
Hey!
That's me and Spec.
Hey, that was my birthday. That literally was my birthday.
That was his birthday last year.
Yep, 2020.
Downtown Los Angeles.
I'm trying to slide through for the birthday.
What was the bar called? The Love Song or?
Yep, the Love Song
Love
bar.
Song Bar. Yeah.
Man, what's up? Throw a birthday party if it's all back to normal, man. I'm trying to come through.
I will. Last year I just threw a little quaint, like, it was really my boy's event, and then he was like, "Yo, it's your birthday, just come through." And I don't really do too many things for my birthday, so I'm not really big on it. Yeah. So I just told, like, honestly, like maybe 5 or 6 people, "Hey, pull up, I'm a DJ over here." And Stella and Mylene came from Oceanside and fucked with me. My friend Krista, my friend Jenny, my boy Rob, like a few other people. It wasn't really like too crazy, but for me it was fun because I got a chance to meet Estela and kick it with her and like bond. And then I got a chance to see some of my other friends that I'm really close to too. Yeah. Just connect with each other. Like my friend Crystal was there and she met Mylene, and then they vibed out, and she met Estela and they vibed out. And it was just dope. Like, I'm not really big on these fucking festive ass parties. Give me 10 people that I rock with, I'm comfortable with, that I could get faded with, and I know they're not gonna snap at the end of the night. I'm cool.
not start mosh pitting and shit like that.
No, we can mosh pit. Just don't turn into we can mosh pit. Just don't turn into the fucking vindictive bitch or asshole that's fucking up the vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to press play to my music all night, and then that's just the vibe. That's just the vibe. Like your spirit feels the same way.
Oh no!
He's got the Rona.
Oh,
he ain't going to no birthdays with the Rona.
You got the Roni. You got the Roni.
The Ronies.
I got the Roni for sure.
Gotta eat some ass and get rid of that sneeze, bro.
Speaking of
build that
Roni,
immune system. You don't need enough ass.
Speaking of Roni, I'm about to sip the rest of this and go holler at some tenderonis. No, I'm playing.
You know what's funny? How we were talking about McDonald's, I watched this show. I think it's called I Am Athlete, and Chad Johnson and Brandon Marshall, like a few NFL players are on it. Yeah. And they were talking about McDonald's, and Chad Johnson was like, fuck that. Eat whatever you want. Your body has to build up the callus. All you motherfuckers that eating vegetables and all this other shit, y'all are dying because your body's not building up a fucking resistance to it. You have to build your immune system. And then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, well, my grandma's like fucking 90 and she still eats steak. Yeah, but like a lot of my young friends are like getting fucking testicular cancer at 25.
Yeah, but the food back then versus the food now is way more processed and like, you know, it's crack, it's not cocaine. It's, you know what I mean? Like, so the quality is a lot different. I mean, my aunt, she used to say that shit about me because I would only feed my kids like organic food and healthy food, and she's like, they're not building an immune. She'd say the same shit. I was like, what you're saying is counterintuitive. Like what the hell? How do you like? I get like where the times you grew up in and where you come from and how poor you guys were and the shit that you ate, but it wasn't the same quality as the shit that they try to feed us now. So like,
yeah, for sure.
I hear it, but at the same time, nah.
My grandma's like, I eat the same. She's like, I eat the shit that everyone eats, though. Like, that's her argument is like, I eat everything everyone else is eating. But I mean, I get it. I think, you know, everything was a lot more healthier and closer to the hip as far as like them not putting in fucking chemicals and
antibiotics and antibiotic resistance being a thing because people are fucking eating antibiotics.
Ionizing milks and pasteurizing and all that shit wasn't
just cutting the tumor off the meat but still feeding you the cancerous animal. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, of course people are sick. You're feeding them sick. Like,
that's nasty.
It's disgusting.
That sounded so nasty.
It's so gross. They do it though. They'll like cut the tumor off.
Yeah.
And still feed you the animal who is cancerous still just because you cut the tumor off.
They do that?
That's nasty.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being for real. Like, I've always had that problem where everybody always thinks I'm being sarcastic.
They cut the tumor off the meat and still feed you the meat, like the shit that you buy at the grocery store. If it had cancer, they'll just cut it out and then still feed you the animal. And like, if it's not right, they add dye to make it pretty so that you'll buy it. Like, that shit does not sit well with me.
Yellow number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna eat the hamburger helper meal that I got downstairs now.
Or your turkey legs.
Yeah. No, man, I love those
giant ham hocks.
I love those.
Holy fuck!
I'm a fan of
eating some bison.
Eating
bison cheeks, you know. Turkey.
I love them bison cheeks and some turkey cheeks. Well, I'll be all over them cheeks. It don't matter what kind of cheeks. I'm on it every day and every week. You know the vibes.
You 80% cheek. You 80%.
Yeah. You're not fully into it because you don't get into it.
You're 85%, bro.
Estela, just chill over there. Right.
You ever seen City of God when she's talking like the chick is about to cheat on her husband with the one of the young criminals, and then she's like, fucking, you have to let him play with your ass before he puts it up. First you warm it up with the banana.
Whoa. Damn.
And then the chick is like, the girl is like, you really? She's like, you really got to do that? She's like, yeah, you warm up the banana. At first it hurts, but it drives them wild and it's fucking fantastic. It's such a funny scene, bro. Like City of God is.
I've been wanting to watch that actually. I haven't seen that. Yeah.
I think it might be on Netflix. Now. But it's
City of God.
Yeah, it's like one of the best movies ever because it's a true story. I don't know if you guys have seen Life Aquatic.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, the guy that's like one of the main singers in there, his name is Sue George.
Uh-huh.
George.
Heard of that name before.
He actually plays Knockout Ned in City of God, and it's a true, like the whole City of God is a true story about this photographer who lives in really one of the poorest parts of Rio. They go to Rio, and then a war actually comes into fruition between these two sides because of drugs and a girl getting raped. And it's like so fucking dope. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's on Hulu and HBO Max right now, so I got access.
I got one other movie for y'all too. Sin Nombre. Sin Nombre.
Sin Umbre?
Nombre.
Sin Nombre?
Yeah, Nombre.
Without number?
Yeah.
How do you find the time to even
Fucking
watch all these
amazing
movies? I feel like you're busy.
Bro, I have like my movie game is crazy, bro. Like my movie game is crazy. I'm the ultimate like vibe dude. I'm gonna have the music right, movies if you
I got some movies from Spec right here.
Boom, look, see?
Well, put your vibrator away. What the fuck?
That's not my vibrator. Calm down.
Hey, so Spec is the ultimate vibe master. So does that mean, do you got like red lights in your room or something like that? Or
I got some purple ones though.
Oh shit! I gotta drop a bomb for that one.
Sin Nombre is on Prime Video. Perfect. I have that one too.
Hold on, Stella. We're talking about the vibe. So you got candles in there too, or what?
Come on, bro. You playing with me?
Oh, we're dropping another bomb on.
The candle is literally lit right now.
Okay, so all right. So at what point of the night when you're hanging out with a chick, you got the purple light on, you got the candles lit. At what point of the night does The Weeknd start playing?
I don't listen to The Weeknd. I'm cool.
Oh no! You don't fuck with The Weeknd?
It's not that I don't fuck with him, but bro, listen to my mixes, bro. You think come on, man.
You don't need The Weeknd. He's gonna throw on some Wavy World.
That's fucking true. That's fucking true. What the fuck? Who am I? What am I doing right now? Like, how
you're fucking up is what you're doing.
I'm over here acting like I know more than the
Listen, I'll tell you this. I like very beautiful women, and I have very beautiful women friends, and I try to keep a high quality when it comes to that. I'm a very selective dude. I don't be chasing and trying to, you know what I mean? Like I'm very selective. So
man, I feel you.
Because I feel, I think a lot of women are like, I know my worth. Like I know my worth too. Like fuck, just because you're a girl, don't like what's fuck. Like we know our worth. You're like, you know what I mean? I don't work hard. I
think a lot of women don't think it works both ways or something. Yeah,
It's like they think it's just mutually exclusive to them. Mm-hmm. Like you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yo, you can facilitate me to make me feel more of my worth as opposed to like, no, you're worth something too. So because I'm confident in myself and I believe in myself, it's more of a do you. It's cool. I'm not gonna chase. Like we gonna vibe. You're gonna like me because I'm likable. You're gonna rock with me because I'm rockable. You're gonna fuck with me. I'm fucking.
You gotta write it.
What it is.
You gotta write a book at some time, bro, because you got them gems though. You got that knowledge.
Experience comes through failure, bro.
Ooh.
I done failed a lot, chasing and being an extra dude and being overzealous and being extra sensitive, and ain't no one perfect. I done had a lot of fucked up flaws, but your boy, I'm a diamond now. He used to be rough.
Man, shout out to that. Well, shoot, man, I think we're good now, man. I think we got a good episode here. What episode number is this right here? 33.
33.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to everybody that tuned into this episode. Man, super shout out to Spec the Kid, man. I mean, dude, just came through, chilled with us, dropped some gems. We had a good time. We all vibed out. It's a Wavy World, you know what it is.
Cool.
Oh shit.
The coolest motherfucker in the world. We might have went through a few. Oh shit.
Down to the last little droplets. Look at him.
Dude, I'm about to get on the same hype in a minute. I'm about to be over here getting them droplets too when I go and eat that ass on my wife.
All of a sudden.
Some Tory down the track and just lick north, bro.
Oh shit. I got the motherfucking instructional kit now.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, Spec, where could everybody follow you at?
Instagram, Spec the Kid, SPECTHEKID. I don't use Twitter that much, but it's the same thing. All my handles across social media are all the same. You guys can go to my website, litlifestudios.com. If you want to kind of just like read up on my bio, find some other music. You can buy some of my product at specthekid.bandcamp.com. I have a bunch of projects there. And then SoundCloud, you can find me, Spec the Kid, and all that other stuff. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, listening, rocking. All my homies that are watching this, you guys are fucking great.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Shout
and
out to the homies.
We'll make sure we put all that information in the description so they could reference that as well.
It's the dope platform. I'm super happy. I would tell you guys one thing for your future guests, your future sliders. Send them that background so they can have the little breaks in the background too. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be wavy like your boy. So
yeah, that's fucking true.
That's
man.
true.
Shout
that's
out to
true.
motherfucking Spec. Well, thank you, Spec, so much, man. Well, man, I hope to have you back on the show soon. And man, we'll catch you all next episode. We're out.
Side Friend Slide